Job 1. Watch for active participation. What do you notice the instructor doing to keep all students actively engaged? Job 2. What do you notice the instructor doing to build fluency, accuracy, expression, and rate, build vocabulary, and guide comprehension?
Yesterday you read pages 12 and 13 on your own. Let's see what you found out. Do you remember reading pages 12 and 13 on your own yesterday?
Yeah.
Or this morning? At the end of this section, why did the bird call Arnold a poor kid? Do you remember? You can look back and find the answer. It's not a test. Page 12 and 13. So why did the bird call Arnold a poor kid? Oh, do you remember now? Yeah, and just tell me, what was it, everybody?
Because he ate the people, the bugs.
And what's happening?
He doesn't feel good.
He's getting a bellyache. He doesn't feel well. Yeah, that's exactly right. And where did the magic school bus take the kids? Tell your partner.
Inside him.
Inside Arnold, and it went down his
esophagus.
And it went into his
stomach.
And now it's in his small intestines. Yes. And what is absurd or strange or crazy about this story? What do you think is absurd or strange?
That the magic school bus went into Arnold's body.
Yeah, you couldn't really take a trip through a human body, could you?
No.
No, of course not. Those things would be fun, but they'd be crazy and they couldn't really happen. So they are definitely absurd. Okay, here we go. Up to the top of the page, we're going to read together. Everybody? Oh, don't forget some expression. Begin.
The small intestine was a coiled up hollow tube. In the villi are tiny blood vessels. Food molecules are taken into these blood vessels, said Miss Frizzle. Once the food is in the blood, it can travel all over the body. We felt ourselves getting even smaller.
Okay, so really quick, this word tripped you up. Look at it here. Food molecules, or parts, or little tiny pieces of food. Okay, so the word is what?
Molecules.
Molecules. And can you find it in your story, please? It's right about in the middle somewhere. Molecules. Good. Let's read that sentence one more time. Ready, begin.
Food molecules are taken into these blood vessels.
All right, so food molecules go into those blood vessels, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And is there anything absurd happening in this part of the story? Absurd or crazy? What do you think? Absurd or crazy? Can you talk to your neighbor about it?
That they're going into the molecules, and they're also
what do you think is absurd? The bus is getting even
smaller.
It's getting. All right, let's finish reading what John wrote. Let's see. I'd like the two of you girls to read this part. Everybody else follow along, please. We're on the word if.
If they were stretched out straight, a person would have to be as tall as a house.
And look, is that person there look like he might be as tall as a house?
Yeah.
If it was real. Yeah, if it was real. In your turn, right here. Go ahead and read those speech bubbles to us.
Food goes from the stomach into the small intestine. Waste goes out through the large intestine.
Oh, okay. So now we have a function of the large intestine. So the food goes from the stomach to the small intestine, and there are little molecules of food that get absorbed by our body, right, into the villi.
Yeah.
And then the waste, the stuff that we don't absorb, goes into the
Large intestine.
Yep. The blood vessels, can you find the fact that tells us what a blood vessel is and point to it? And a blood vessel is what, everybody?
Are tubes that carry blood.
Fantastic. And do you think the kids in this bus are having fun?
Kind of, maybe.
Sort of.
They may be kind of scared. They
Would
may
it-
be like,
I'd be scared, but it'd be interesting too. I guess they're probably used to Mrs. Frizzle being a little absurd or a little crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, a little strange or weird. Would you be? Having fun?
maybe.
And I would like the two of you to read the first part. Begin.
What is blood made of? By Molly.
Okay, can you read that with expression for me? Start again.
What is blood made of?
Oh, good. So you're asking a question. So when you're asking a question, at the end your voice goes up a little bit. So what is blood made of? Okay, I want you to both try it like that. Ready? Begin.
What is blood made of?
And look at what else it's pointing to. We have
Molecules.
Good job with that word, molecules.
What is blood for? By Ralph. Your blood is like a delivery service. It carries food and oxygen to your body's cells and waste products away from the cell.
Nice job. So it's a delivery service. Why are platelets important? You remember important? Remember the platelets? What they did? Go ahead and tell your partner that one too.
Platelets help stop you from bleeding.
They clog it up so that way it
Yeah, they help you stop bleeding. And what do you think would happen if you didn't have enough platelets?
you probably bleed
would probably
on and
bleed a
on
lot.
and on.
Yeah, you would just keep bleeding. It would be hard to stop the bleeding. Okay, here is your job. Really, really nice reading today, guys. I'm impressed. The only word that I'm worried about is this one.
Molecules.
Yeah, I think you got it. And molecules are what?
Little pieces.
Of anything. A molecule can be a teeny tiny piece of anything, but today they were talking about food molecules. Yep, exactly. Here's your job. When you read the next 2 pages, go ahead and turn to page 18. You're going to read the next 2 pages. You're going to whisper read them by yourself while I listen. And I want you to be thinking about why was the white blood cell chasing the bus? Think about that for just a second. Why do you think a white blood cell would be chasing a bus? Do you remember what white blood cells do?
Yeah.
Okay, there are soldiers. They protect us, so be thinking about that. And then, what did the kids hitch a ride on? They took a ride or they hitched a ride on something. You have to think about that. And why did Arnold begin to panic? Oh, I wonder why Arnold panicked. Okay. You guys can whisper read those 2 pages and I'm just going to listen. And you don't have to do it all together, but be sure your whispering's quiet so you're not bothering your neighbor.